Hi, I'm Shimelle Laine, and here's a look at the July product picks for the Best of Both Worlds scrapbooking kit. So there are two stamp elements this month, and then the embellishments come in the form of paper and two stickers and then a big stack of 12 by 12 paper. So I'll take you through piece by piece so you can see what's here and a few different suggestions for things that you might want to try swapping around, mixing with your own stash to create the kit that will work best with your style. So the two stamp elements, one is this roller phrase stamp from the Amy Tangerine collection. It has all different phrases around the edge and you just roll it. Now, I know this type of stamp looks a bit like a date stamp, and there is one line that has date and then the two slashes so that you can write the date in, but the rest are all different phrases, all pretty general things and real life type statements that you could use on a variety of pages. Really handy for small little spaces that just need a little finishing touch. And then a clear stamp set. This is made by Hero Arts, designed by Studio Calico. And if I can just get it out of the packaging for you. And lots of little arrows in this set. There's also an arrow coming up in the pattern paper, so that's why these two match. And here we go. So you've got Oh Snap, Love You More, Keep Calm and Snap On, You Rock, Happy Day, Thank You, Hello, and another thank you here. And a banner that the different phrases can sit inside, little hexagon pieces that you can mix and match. So again, a set that can be pretty general and easy to take from theme to theme. So I hope you find that useful. It's at a great discount right now. I don't think it will be restocked, so I've included it this month. If you want to add it to your collection, now would be the time to grab that. Okay, letter stickers next. Now, this letter sticker sheet I find is a little, online it's a little misleading because it looks like it's really expensive. It looks like it's $4.99 for just this one red sheet of letter stickers. And that's not the case because really it's a big pack. So you're getting all these different sheets, 8 different sheets of letter stickers with numbers and little phrases at the end. There's actually 2 color schemes available, and they each have 8 sheets, so do have a look if you want to see the different colors. I'll link you over to a video where it unpacks both sticker sets so you can have a look. Those are by My Mind's Eye. They are matte finish, by the way, and the tiles are all the same size. I know that makes a difference for different styles of scrapbooking. So they're not shiny, they're matte, and the boxes are all nice and even. The phrases are all the same height, but different widths, of course, for the different phrases. Okay? And then thickers. I actually have a stand-in set of thickers this month, but I think this would be my second choice. And the set that I've actually picked is a cream set in a similar font to this, but not quite. It's called Kenzie, and it's a Pebbles thickers font, and it's in chipboard in cream. Did I say all that right? I hope so. So a cream chipboard letter set, but it's also a very kind of narrow, almost doodled style of letter. And those just came in a little bit too late for me to get mine to show you here in the video. They're due here any day. So some of you live considerably closer to 2Bs than I do, so you get your orders a bit quicker than I do across the ocean. So this would be my second choice. This is a white alphabet rather than a cream alphabet, and this is the journal font from Amy Tangerine. So I'm using this to stand in because it's the closest that I have that's in my actual hands-on collection right now, but I'm going to be using the Kenzie cream letters. You'll see when I go through the papers there is a little bit more cream than white, but there is a bit of both, so you could get away with either. So those are big letter stickers and small letter stickers. Let's have a look at the embellishments. It's these 2 that I've put in the list. These little die cuts from October Afternoon's Travel Girl collection. Lots of little tabs and circles and arrows, and if you haven't had one of these little tidbit collections before, that's what they're called, and they do the printing of the words on one side, and then the other side is the same design without the wording. So you do have things like World Traveler, Travel Day, Awesome, My Big Adventure, but then if you turn them over, they have just the same design but plain, no words. So if the wording doesn't completely suit you, you can flip things over and have another look. But I like the injection of color this brings. Really simple embellishments to use, and I'll be using them with lots of little pop dots to give them dimension and add a bit more exciting embellishment to the page, even though they're flat die cuts to start with. The other set is a set that I've used a little bit of already, but these are the flag tags by Jenny Bolin Studio. Now you actually get these in a set of 9, and I only have 5 left. I've used 4. It's the same 3 designs but in 3 sizes. So what I have left is the large and the medium size. I have 2 of the mediums left. So you get just like this, but then you get one more row. You get all 3 designs in 3 sizes. So there's also an additional set in a smaller, cuter size, but I've used them on layouts before. And I hope you understand that it just doesn't make sense to, if I have 5 of the 9, I'm not going to start a whole new package and then waste the 5. So I hope that makes sense, but I will link over when I'm using this kit so that you can see how I use the small ones too. It's in a Jenny Bolin project if you want to have a look quickly. So those are the flag tags. These are also in the closeout. They're, I think, 60% off right now, and they won't be restocked. So if you do like them, go ahead and grab them. I love the red, white, and blue for summer and just nice, clean design. I always love the stuff that Jenny makes, but I really liked these die cuts, so making sure that I use the rest of them up. And that leads us to the papers. So I'll take you through what I have here. This is an arrow print in aqua, gray, and cream by October Afternoon from their Travel Girl collection. And the other side is kind of aqua and orange for a different little twist, but I love, love, love the arrow print here. And then something that's very different right away. This is from Find Your Wings and Fly by My Mind's Eye. But I know this is a very different style, more vintage style flowers, lots of kind of classical style, or this is a bit more modern retro. But if you look, there are already colors that are repeating here. So we have this tone on tone aqua here, and the gray and cream as a neutral. So really, there's some surprisingly nice combinations to be made between the two, even though the styles don't automatically make you think they would go together. The other side of this is a textured notebook paper, so anything that you don't use here, you're going to have scraps that are definitely usable, because you can always use that for journaling or layers. This one is the cut-apart sheet this month, and it's a little different. It's a 6x12 cut-apart sheet, and it's from Today's Story by Alison Craft at Echo Park. Again, this is a paper that's in the sale at the moment, so it's a great time to grab it. And one side that's 6x12, and as you can tell, I've already used a tiny little bit here. That's because the back is this set of words that you could use as a full sheet or separate into little pieces. My plan is like this. I'm going to use this piece as a 6x12. I'm going to cut this down and use it as a single element. I'm not sure if that's quite 4x6. It might be just shy, but I'm going to use this side here and maybe a little bit of this as well. And then whatever space I have left over, I'm going to cut these words out and use them. So I hope that makes sense. And from Crepe Paper's DIY shop, there's 2 patterns this month. This one is called Crafty. I actually bought 2 of this one because I love both sides of the paper. This one is a little special in that it has a frame. I love how it looks like an old slide frame, except instead of a photo, it has this beautifully toned watercolor print in the middle. And the other side is this great, bold red twist on a chevron. And I love how where the 2 lines intersect, you get this kind of little heart design. So it could be very cute for a lovey-dovey page as well. This is the other one from Crepe Paper's DIY. Has these little speech bubbles with all sorts of different vintage papers on a greeny aqua background, and also a yellow distress sunburst design. That's called Paper Clippings. Then something nice and bold for summer. This is from Pebbles Lakeside Collection, and it has all sorts of different summer word pieces, and you could use it all as one piece, or you could separate it into all sorts of different things you could cut apart and embellish lots of pages. If you had a summer album and you do lots of outdoor things in the summer, grab a couple sheets of this and you could cut them apart and use it throughout the entire album, but then you could use one full sheet as either the opening or closing page, and it would create great continuity, but allow you to change the colors in the different papers throughout the entire album. The other side is this plaid, but it has a lot of the colors that we've already picked up on the other pages. So there's a greeny, aqua, there's a yellow, a pink, and a red. One more from October Afternoon Travel Girl, and this is called Subway Token. I love the red and blue and cream diagonal print on this side, which is a bit like an airmail envelope, but the other side has all these letters and numbers in circles that you could cut apart, and also whole phrases that show up here like adventure and explore. Then, if you've been reading along, this video is a day late because there were some great sales at 2P's over the weekend, and it made me need to change a few things in the kit because some of the papers that I was going to use have now either sold out or nearly sold out because people were buying things that I didn't particularly expect to sell at that great a rate over the weekend. Never fear, but it does mean that these last 3 sheets, which are what I tend to consider as my basics in a kit, I always want a few patterns that you could use for absolutely anything that will mix and match really well. These are not the 3 exact ones that I've labeled in the shopping list. And feel free, if you have elements in your stash that would work this way, go ahead and swap things out and use what you have. It's absolutely fine. So there's a red polka dot pattern paper in as one of the basics. The one that's on the list is from Dear Lizzie's Lucky Charm, but I have had that paper and I've already used it, so I've had to order another sheet. In the meantime, to substitute for that, I had this red and white polka dot in my stash, which was from Keys Yard. And there's also a pink diagonal print, a pink watercolor diagonal. On the list, I've given you one from Crate Papers 14. Again, it's a paper I've had and I've already used it. I know it's a great paper. It's also at a great price right now because it's in the sale, but I've already used it. So I've substituted here a pink chevron. It's from Here and Now, which is an Echo Park collection. Also watercolor texture here, but this one is a big chevron instead of a single diagonal stripe like this. Either would work. That was the sort of basic element I was going for, was something in tones of pink that had a nice bold either diagonal or chevron line. And the last pattern is a yellow mini chevron. Now the one on the shopping list is from Pebbles, and it has a floral on the other side in the exact same color as the chevron. I'm actually subbing in here a sheet from the original Amy Tangerine, which has a stripe, but the Pebbles paper does not have that stripe. So this is a little example that maybe this was a bit of a happy accident. So because of the sales, I had to make a little bit of a last minute change, and these 3 are not exactly the same papers that are on the list, but basics that I had in my stash. So it's just, they're so similar. This one especially is almost exactly the same on the A side. But maybe this can help you think your way around a kit where if you tend to have lots of staple patterns like this, polka dots, stripes, chevrons, things that you can use with all sorts of different things and bulk out then your trendy prints, because these will never really age and you can continue to use them, where the trendy prints kind of go in and out of fashion. And either you can go ahead and add them in from the shopping list, of course, but if you have them, go ahead and feel free to substitute in whatever brand that you have that's closest, and consider that something for your kit so that you don't go out and buy 3 sheets of paper that are almost identical unless you're going to use all 3 sheets. This is the kit as it's set up, but I wanted to show you a few different things I would consider adding if you had a little bit more room in your budget, say if you just have a little bit more to splash out this month, or you already have some of these elements in your kit or in your stash at home. These are the different things I would consider adding just based on different styles and textures, things that are not represented in what's already here. 2 things that are really simple to give you different texture would be either the shaped paper clips or some enamel dots. Enamel dots now are in the store from My Mind's Eye, Basic Gray, and Freckled Fawn, all different colors. The new Freckled Fawn packs, you can get them in one color all different shades. You can get a pack of blue where you have all different shades of blue, a pack of pink, all different shades of pink. They also have a pack of neon if you like that sort of thing, but I haven't put neon in the papers. So a pack of enamel dots will give you lots of little finishing touches and that nice different texture from the flat paper to the nice shiny dots. Or the paper clips come in all different packs. You can get a blue pack, a pink pack, a green pack, whatever you would like. So I just brought out a few different colors here to show you kind of what was available, and I used a bunch of those in the Starry Sky Schematics video if you want to have a look at that. Then some other examples for pages that you might want a little sparkle or where some embellishments tend to be a bit too girly. For example, if you scrapbook lots of boy photos, you might want to have a look at these glittered star stickers from Studio Calico. But if you want to go girly, then you might check out the Maggie Holmes for Crepe Paper little bows. They come with a little pop dot each, and they have really nice texture and color and lovely little ribbon bows. Or for something that's just a bit summery, these tags from American Crafts, there's 4 in the pack. So there's a pink, a blue, and then a multicolored floral, and this one with the strawberry. And it's a tag with the eyelet, but then this burlap background to each tag. So it's a really nice change of pace in texture. So those items are not included in my shopping list. It's just my suggestions for where I would go if you were looking to add a little bit more, and when you looked at this grouping, you thought, I really wish there was something that wasn't just paper. So those are my suggestions this month. I really look forward to scrapping along with you and sharing what I make from these supplies. I hope you enjoy, and I'd love to see you join in with us. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.